Be so original, so unique, so you, that even when people try to copy you, they never quite get it right. If you've clicked on this video, you would have probably seen the 7-part series about Hailey Bieber's obsession with Selena Gomez. Or if not, you would have probably heard people talking about it. You may ask, why is everyone so invested in this? Is this just another case of celebrity gossip? Well, it actually goes much deeper than that. After all, what would compel someone to go to such lengths to, according to people, dress, act, and be exactly like someone else? Is Hailey really copying Selena? And what if I told you that Hailey actually has what it takes to be a trendsetter without feeling the need to copy others? She's just missing one key ingredient, and that's what we'll be talking about today. There are two types of people in this world: those who start trends effortlessly and those who chase after them, hoping to keep up. The difference? It's not luck. It's not just about having good taste. It's a mindset, a presence, a level of confidence that makes people want to follow you without you even trying. And this is why some people can wear the simplest outfit, say the simplest phrases, or post the most effortless photo, and suddenly the whole world copies them. But others, they try to mimic the same thing, and it falls flat. Selena Gomez versus Hailey Bieber. According to the public, one is effortless, the other is trying to be effortless. And that's exactly why people see through it. But what makes someone a true trendsetter? And how do you develop that kind of presence? By the end of this video, you know exactly what separates the leaders from the followers, and how to make sure you're not the latter. Now we have to talk about this topic because there's this whole series that started trending about Hailey's obsession with Selena, and that has just exploded all over social media, especially TikTok. And I just wanted to come on here and share a little bit of my perspective with all the drama aside, because there's a part of this conversation where I feel like it's being overlooked, and that is the fact that Hailey is actually a very established celebrity, be it in the business space or the influencer space. So if you're anything like me, you may be wondering how this beautiful, bright woman got caught up in all this rumors and talk of, well, seemingly creepy, stalkerish behavior. Well, that's what we are going to cover today. Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jolene and I make content on how to feel and be your best self. I also analyze the success stories of the it girls of our generation, like Chaperone, and I break them down right here on my channel so that we can all learn how to step into our own main character energies. So if that's the kind of content that resonates with you, you'll feel right at home here in my channel. So yeah, I'm not really a drama channel. I've been a fan of Selena ever since I was a little girl, and I did ship her and Justin back then when they were together, but I was also really happy and excited for him when he got married to Hailey, because it really did seem like he found someone who understood him and loved him and made him happy. I also really respect Hailey, especially with how successful her beauty brand Rhode is. I just think she's so bright and a great businesswoman. And obviously I don't know any of this woman in real life, so I'm making this video purely off the information of the 7-part series that has blown up all over social media, assuming that it's true. And drama aside, I just wanted to take a deeper look at how all this came to be, and as usual, draw out and tap into the lessons of the story so that we can all understand and learn from it. Only time will tell if it's true. With that said, let's get into this video series and see what it covers. Chapter 1. The two types of people. Leaders versus followers. The world is divided into two types of people. The trendsetters, those who lead effortlessly, who don't seek approval, who create waves without even trying. And the trend chasers, those who constantly watch others, waiting for permission to be themselves. The irony, the ones who follow the trends the hardest are the ones who want to be the leaders the most. This is why someone like Hailey Bieber, someone who is undeniably stylish, successful, and influential, according to the public, still struggle with public perception. It's because people don't just follow what you do, they follow your energy. You can own the nicest clothing, have the most expensive bags, or as people have been saying online, you can get the man and the baby, but you'll always just be a copy if you don't truly believe that you deserve those things. And when someone lacks trust in themselves, when they doubt their own voice, people can feel it. On the other hand, when someone is truly comfortable in their own presence, it doesn't matter what they wear. what they say, what they do, have you ever noticed that it's those people who try the least that are the ones that really embody that effortless energy? Well, spoiler alert, that's because they actually don't care. They're not overthinking about how others perceive them, whether they're dressing on brand or if they look 100% put together. And as a result, people gravitate towards them because confidence is magnetic. So how do you cultivate that kind of influence? Chapter 2, Case Study, Selena versus Hailey. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. So Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber have been placed in the same conversations for years, to no one's surprise, because of how the whole Justin-Selena breakup went down and how he got married to Hailey just 2 months later. Because of this, I feel like Selena's fans have had it out for Justin, saying Hailey is just a rebound, that he didn't take time to heal, and that he just did not think through this entire situation before jumping into it. And yes, I agree that to some that this situation might seem a little fishy, and I do believe that one should take the time to heal from any relationship, especially one that was to the extent of what Justin and Selena had. But as I mentioned in the beginning, I don't know any of these people. I don't know anything about their relationships. Justin could have been 100% ready for marriage. I wouldn't ever know, and it's definitely not my place to say, but the internet is not convinced. And while Hailey has built a strong identity, her beauty brand Rode is massive, recently launching her new lip liners and new shades for her pocket blush, which has been insanely successful. She's a forerunner for every viral nail look, and she's literally shaped the clean girl aesthetic. Literally think of the glazed donut skin, strawberry makeup, they've all been popularized by Hailey. But people still see her as someone who follows, not someone who leads. Why? Because confidence isn't about what you do, it's about how you carry yourself while doing it. From the outside looking in, Selena doesn't really look to be trying too hard to lead. She just is, and that's what makes her presence so powerful. The biggest mistake people can make when trying to stand out, they watch too much. They analyze, overthink, and obsess about what's in. But the moment you start worrying about what others are doing, you've already lost. Chapter 3, Why Originality Always Wins in the Long Run. Here's a hard truth. The people who spend their whole life copying others never become legends. So let's talk about why copying will never make you iconic. We live in a world where trends move at lightning speeds. One day it's the clean girl aesthetic, the next it's mob wife energy. Trends come and go, and if your entire identity is based on chasing what's in, you will always be one step behind. This is why some people that rely on imitation never build lasting influence. Copies are temporary. They exist only as long as the original is relevant. Trends are disposable. Once they're over, so are the people who depended on them. But icons, they last forever. They aren't defined by a trend. They define it. The reason is simple. If your entire identity is built around following what's in, then the moment the trend dies, so do you. This is what makes this case such a compelling one, because both parties are clearly successful. And it's not that Hailey doesn't have influence. She clearly does. But her influence feels fragile because it presents itself as if it is hinging on trends. That's why Hailey, despite all her success, still struggles with how she's perceived by the public. It's not that she doesn't have style, it's not that she isn't influential, it's that people can feel when someone is leading from confidence versus when they're leading from fear. The harsh truth, if your influence is rooted in imitation, you will always be replaceable. But when your influence comes from a strong personal identity, from knowing who you are and expressing it unapologetically, no one can copy that. Because even if they try, they can never quite get it right. Chapter 4, How to Develop an Influential Presence. If you want to be a leader, you don't need to chase trends. You need to cultivate presence. The people we are naturally drawn to, the ones who make everything effortless, don't follow some secret formula. What they have is an energy that commands attention. So here's how you can build that kind of presence. 1. Stop watching and start doing. The more you analyze what others are doing, the more you dilute your own voice. How many times have you held yourself back from posting just because you thought, will people like this? Is this the perfect curated photo dump that someone will stop scrolling for? Is this picture giving effortless cool girl energy? The real it girls don't ask for permission. They don't wait for validation. They create, they share, and they lead the way. Instead of consuming and over-analyzing, start doing. Develop your own taste. Experiment. Make bold choices and own them. Because people don't follow what's perfect. They follow what's confident. 2. Build a signature. Every influential person has a signature. Whether it's their style, their ideas, or their way of speaking. Create something that's undeniably you. Think about Audrey Hepburn. Her elegant, minimalistic style is still iconic decades later. Or Lady Gaga. Her eccentric, boundary-pushing fashion made her unforgettable. The reason why these women are remembered, they stuck to what made them unique instead of blending in. So ask yourself, what makes you you? What's your signature? Find it, refine it, and own it. Because the moment you commit to your identity, you become irreplaceable. 3. Never explain yourself. One of the biggest mistakes people make, they over-explain. Think about it. When someone keeps justifying why they do something, doesn't it make them seem less sure of themselves? True trendsetters don't explain their choices. They make a decision and let people react however they want. The moment you stop justifying yourself, you take your own power back. 4. Trust your taste. People can just feel when someone trusts themselves. If you're always second-guessing, waiting for other people to tell you what's good, you'll always be one step behind. The most magnetic people trust their own instincts. They don't need outside validation to confirm their choices. So whatever you do, wear it boldly, speak it with conviction, and own it completely. When you trust yourself, people will naturally trust your vision. And 5, detach from validation. The irony? The less you need people's approval, the more they'll give it to you. According to the public, Selena Gomez doesn't try to force influence. She doesn't post strategically to be on trend. She simply shares her life. And people respond because it feels authentic. But when someone is desperate for validation, constantly monitoring likes, comments, engagement, it repels people. True confidence comes from an unshakable presence. A belief that you already are enough. Because when you carry yourself like you don't need validation, people will start seeking it from you. When you start taking pieces of inspiration from all the things you love, mix them all up and add your own unique twist to it, that becomes originality. At the core of all of this, confidence. Confidence is the real secret to influence. Confidence is the most attractive, influential, and powerful trait you can have. People don't follow the smartest, the best dressed, or even the most talented. They follow the most confident. Think about the most iconic figures in history. Marilyn Monroe, Taylor Swift, Steve Jobs. They didn't just have great style, talent, or intelligence. They had presence. They walked into a room and you felt them before they even spoke. I feel that this is what Hailey is missing and why she's still being perceived by the public this specific way. And to be honest, I don't blame her. How many of us can confidently say that we're confident 100% of the time? So how do you develop that level of confidence? You stop apologizing for who you are. The moment you shrink yourself, people stop seeing you as powerful. Take up space. Walk with certainty. Speak with conviction. Own your opinion. Accept that not everyone will like you. And that's a good thing. You don't want to appeal to everyone. You want to attract the right people. Act like you belong everywhere. The people who command the most respect aren't always the most qualified. They just believe that they deserve to be there. Confidence isn't about arrogance. It's about knowing your worth even before the world recognizes it. And that's what makes someone truly irreplaceable. Chapter 5. The final lesson. People who follow trends are temporary. Those who create them are timeless. At the end of the day, imitation can only take you so far. The real power, it comes from being so undeniably yourself that no one can ever replace you. Because here's the thing, the people you admire, the ones who influence the world, they aren't the ones following trends. They are the ones making them. And if you want to be that person, stop waiting. Stop seeking permission. Be so original, so unique, so you, that even when people try to copy you, they never quite get it right. Because the most powerful thing you can be is confident. If you like this video, you can check out the previous video on my channel where we talk about why some people are driven to copy and imitate others as compared to being themselves in the first place. Like and subscribe if you found this video helpful, and remember to turn on my post notifications so that you're aware of when our next video goes up. Trust me, there's much more good stuff coming your way, so you wouldn't want to miss that. Remember, you are your own breakthrough. Until next time, take care of your heart, your mind, and your dreams. I'll see you in the next video very soon.